Huh. That's interesting. This is hard, but I love it. I mean, look at that. Only €10 per bowl, apparently. These are 20. These are really cute. Wow. You'd never know this was here if you didn't happen to walk by. There's no advertisement, nothing. I love discovering little things like that. Really cute though. That's what makes hiking so amazing. Just slow down and experience the world. Oh, nice. Little art gallery. I'm about 3.5 k into the walk. It's a little over 2 miles. Just got the first glimpse of where we're going. Right up there. Always seems daunting when you're at the bottom of a climb, but then you push through it, and then once you're on top, you're like, that wasn't too bad. And I am counting on it being that way today. Hoping I'm going to be up there in about 2 hours-ish. You can still see some snow from all the rain that dumped down here. Was snow up there. And it's almost the middle of July. So just a note for anybody thinking of going for a hike in the Alps. It can always snow. So be prepared. Okay, the flat part is over. Now the climbing begins. What might be interesting is that in the Alps, you don't get mileage, you get time frames on signs. Like, we're going to the Boutique Hotel, the top one. And it should take us 2.5 hours. And there's also the little marker for the Via Alpina. First one I've seen today. It's not that well marked. You have to really look out for it. And we're going up, 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 all the way up there. Yeah, and those walk times, they're usually pretty accurate. So, like a half hour, give and take, for a person of average fitness. So the first 5K took me an hour. And we've got about 3.5K to go up to the hut, and then like a half a mile to the top of the mountain. So we'll see. Probably gonna pull out my hiking poles at some point, but right now it's still really easy walking. But that looks like a freaking wall in front of me. I just realized that I didn't actually have any lunch today, which might come back to bite me in the ass. I did bring a few like granola bars and stuff, energy chews, so should be fine. But I'm feeling kind of hungry. Might not look steep, but it's pretty steep. Really fun though. On the uphill. We'll see how it is when I have to go back down the other side. But so far so good. So we've got about a mile to go and about like 1,000 feet, 1,200 in elevation. Not bad. And I love all these wildflowers. They're so cute. It is so muggy again today. The problem I always have is that my glasses fog up and I can't see where I'm going. I can see where I've come from though. It is steep. This is hard, but I love it. I mean, look at that. Make sure to stop once in a while and actually enjoy the view, because that's the whole point of it. almost there. Just a few steps and it looks so much different. That's why I love climbing mountains. I love these paths that feel like you're gonna fall off the face of the earth at the end of it. Like a lemming jumping into the void. Lunch, food. Yes. It's cold and windy up here. So I put on a dry shirt, which is always really, really, really the best thing, the best feeling. And I'm also wearing my rain jacket just to keep the wind out. Nice and warmed up from the inside with the soup. That was some really good soup. Nice and salty. Exactly what I needed. And you can see the top with the little cross. Pretty much every peak in the Alps has a cross on top of it. What's amazing is that even at this height, this elevation, there's still flowers. So many different kinds. How nice of Mother Nature to give us a sitting stone this close to the top. They weren't kidding when they said it takes 45 minutes from the hut up to here, even though it's like not even half a mile. But it's steep. Whew. And also fairly technical. This is the way we're going when we're headed back down to the van, but first to the peak. And on the sign it says again that you really need to be sure-footed to go up there. So I'm guessing it's gonna be slightly scary. Oh yeah, and there's cables. So, yep, all the way up. I would not want to do this when it's wet, because these rocks have been trodden over so much. They're gonna be slippery as hell. There's the top. Almost there. The most overused phrase in mountain climbing. Almost there. And we made it all the way to the top. Down there is the hut where we just had lunch. Way back there is Neuschwanstein. And these are the Austrian Alps.
And of course, what goes up must come down. So let's head back to the van, slowly but surely.
I don't want to jinx it, but so far it's not as bad as I expected it to be. I mean, it's steep, technical, which I don't mind, honestly. I'd rather have a steep portion and be done with most of the descent in one go than have a long, drawn out knee buster. But I've done worse. Also, I didn't film the first descent from that peak down back to the hiking path because I value my life. So you're just gonna have to imagine me, you know, scooching down on my butt mostly, grabbing for foothold after foothold, and just very ungraciously scooching down. Huh. That's interesting. Well, this is steep. Thank you for the people who installed the cables. I appreciate you. And another butt scooch. Whew. Hey, dude. So it's going to be another 5K, I think, to get down to the bottom of the valley. And the Via Alpina actually continues on the other side. It goes back up to that little hill with that tiny ruin you can see up there. And they have a really cute, very posh hotel at the top. Perfect for a romantic getaway. And they have a sun terrace, and from that you can actually see the Zugspitze, which is the highest mountain in Germany. And they have an absolutely amazing, delicious breakfast buffet. How do I know that? Because I actually hiked that section a couple of years ago. So if you're in the area and looking for a little retreat, I think it's called Falkenberg. I might put it down in the description box. Highly recommend. Even if you just hike up and have breakfast and then hike back down. Or even drive up. It's road accessible too. My knees are in pain. It is now 6:30. Store closes at 8, and I still need to go there to get a new gas canister so I can make some food. So I am bucking it. I have about 2.5K to go and about probably 400 meters of elevation to lose. And it is rocky as hell. But we'll see if I make it. Fingers crossed. There's the campground. Only in Germany would you have a bridge for a tiny, tiny amount of water.
I did end up making it back to the van by about 7 p.m. and then went to get my gas canister and had a big meal to celebrate this amazing hike. If you enjoyed watching me hike today, make sure you subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss out on my next adventure. See you then!